7-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. Former Heisman winner leading them out, the two-time Pro Bowler in his first 3 seasons, the electric Kyler Murray.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception, didn't have a touchdown to offset it, but the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. 18 carries, 65 yards, and a touchdown as well.
Sitting 10th in the league in rushing isn't bad, but it's also not as high as where he knows he should be with how talented he is. There's definitely another gear there, and hopefully their game plan gives him an opportunity to hit it and put together one of his best performances of the season.
From the 29, Murray looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hopkins. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle it, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He can really smell 800 catches right now, because that last one puts him at 799, knocking on the door. First down, Murray. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. That's the former Buckeye Pete Werner getting the sack. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. On 2nd down, Kamara. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Murray going to throw. Open man is Uzomah. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up for 1st and goal.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal. Play action. Now it's Murray. Steps away. Got his man, and it's caught for Chicago. Touchdown. C.J. Uzomah. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Santos with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. On the return, Marcus Jones from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. Leading them out, the third-year player from Oklahoma by way of Alabama, Jalen Hurts.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers.
And right away, he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll run for it. This is White. And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And this Texans defense stands tall. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throwing the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
And down he'll go at the 25. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Texans at 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
Hurts throw here taken in by Isabella. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards is the pickup there for number 17.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They go play action with Hurts. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Man coverage on the left side, so I really like the design of this play because they opened up the field and brought their tight end the other way on a crossing route. That's a lot of ground to cover if you're a defender. I've been there before, unable to stay with his man there.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Texans football to start quarter 2. 2nd and 11 now. On 2nd and 11 now. Hurts. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Just a yard there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This was just simply excellent defense. In this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Try to punch it in with Taylor. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short the line to gain. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And the Bears will get the football back. Murray now on 1st down. Throw left side complete. That's Sutton. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during the rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 36, Murray. He finds Hopkins complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 3rd catch of this 1st half for him, and this one is a 1st down. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big-time play right there.
He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 29-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw pulled in by Hopkins. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Now they'll run the option to short side left. They'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
The 5 yards on the play there, it's a drive will continue. Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Alvin Kamara with career touchdown number 70. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite. but the blocks were made up front. Offensive line collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
That time, a 9-play drive. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Houston set to take over. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work?
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the turnover, here's Murray. Caught by Cobb. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now Murray off play action. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Well, my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Randall Cobb, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Bears have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Well, I don't think that we're ready. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here.
After review the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. He completes this to Sutton. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to set up for the 1st and goal.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Again, they'll throw with Murray. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Danico Autry in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. To throw is Murray. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They'll get this out to Kamara. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 21-0. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Texans with the football here late in this first half. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive.
Okay, ready?
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Out to his left. Completed out left to Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there at 22.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. A no break needed. Let's get back to it. Week 3, here we go with quarter 3. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And the Texans getting ready to go here to begin the 3rd quarter. And they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive, but maybe cut into it a little bit as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football, and right now I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
The 22 more yards there and another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? They'll roll him out right. That pass caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room.
He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
On second down, it's Taylor. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
Short completion, just 3 yards. And a fourth down.
Clear out and help you get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
On the jump.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on fourth. And the Bears will get the football back.
Down like a lawnmower, baby.
Murray now on first down. Open man is Uzomah. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. And here's Kamara on the read option. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 44 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
First down, Murray. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. On first and 10, here's Murray. That's complete to Cobb. Fights through and now a crease. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play. Throwing now is Murray. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second and goal, Murray. He'll buy some time right, and he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 70. And the Bears go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Santos with the extra point, and it is 28-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. This fielded right at the goal line. Jones hit, and the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Second and 8 coming from the 19. Here's Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Alvin Kamara, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears open the lead up to 34-0. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that makes this 35-0 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive, and the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. Taken at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. And now out comes Houston.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that, because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook, but bottom line is don't quit competing.
Glad you're with us from Soldier Field in Chicago. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. On the move to his left. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for a save. Good job. Good time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
It's been a tough hard game out for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Rolling to his right. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. And despite the fancy footwork we saw, they'll get to him just inside the 15. Carl Joseph up from the safety spot to make the play. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll go with the option, coming right. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A 10th carry for Kamara. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw to the sideline. And wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Murray going to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown Bears. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the 4th quarter. And a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
23 yards, the final tally.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now. But as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack it back at the 36. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone to react.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts over the middle. That's hauled in by Isabella. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a little stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
They turn to Taylor on 4th. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running, because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage. And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side
and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Hurts. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. And my goodness, CD, I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for them here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The play over before it really got started thanks to Pete Werner.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Try to run down some clock with Kamara. And he's got room. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Here's Jones to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Houston's offense taking over again. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the fourth quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference. That's not something you mentioned in the NFL. And this loss, it already stings and will for a while. But everyone on that offense knows it'll sting a lot worse if they don't put some points up on the board.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Open man, this is Lewis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Throwing is Hurts.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Bears are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow,
even 200 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal.
Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only